She had to bear forth Jesus, but she went through reproach first.
Amen.
And I'm going to tell you, folks got to wake up here. Quit all this stuff. It ain't no plaything. This is about your soul. Do we want to go to heaven or are we going to hell? I'm going to heaven. Man, I ain't got no time for that. My wife died, and I was working on my church. Had this married woman that was doing some shrubbery work for me, supposed to be. It was cold, and I had the men up there at the church. And she pulls up in her Cadillac, and I'm standing there with my cup of coffee. And I open the door for the men to get on in the church so I could go to work. She said, well, get on in. I get in, and I sit down. She starts telling me about the shrubs. And she looks at me and she says, you know, I hear that you was a good man. I said, yes, ma'am. Don't be that way when I get out of this car. Man, she just leaned over there, rubbed my hand. Next thing I know, her finger done went through her mouth, and she just standing. I said, I'm getting out of here. Yes, ma'am. I said, I give you a call. I'm gone. I'm out of here. I don't care how strong you might say you are. You don't stay around the devil. You don't play with the devil. You don't say, well, you know, I can go in and it don't bother me. You're a lie and your feet stink. I'm going to tell you this much. The devil will get you. He'll get you. You don't play with the devil. You don't play with the devil. Man, they'll turn a trick on you. You'll be wondering where your pants went. What happened? How did I get like this? It ain't no joke. It's a real thing.
Preach it. Preach it.
Just factual things. Silly women.
Preach it.
Silly women. Lady would say, you got a husband? You got a desire? Go get it from him.
Thank you.
You ain't going to follow me. You got to go get it from somebody else. God got a wife for me. I tell you this much, He going to give it to me. And I'm going to know who it is.
Amen.
Folks sit around, take the first thing, come along. Well, the Lord sent me a husband. The next thing you know, Mother Jock, pray for me. Lord, that man.
Look out now.
That man sure ain't what I thought he was.
Look out now.
You said it was of God. You supposed to be got the answer beforehand. Don't come telling the preacher then to pray. Man, I done told folks, don't put me in that type of situation. Talking about we can't contain. I said, y'all married then. But when they got into it, they got all troubled and upset, ready to go their separate way. I said, not so. I ain't going to tell y'all go your separate way. You grown folks, you done got into it. Stay in it. Let God work it out. I ain't going to try to work it out for you.
Amen.
Had a couple come to me. Man, I talked to his wife. And the woman was telling me, I'm telling about prayer. So John was telling me, he said, oh, we got prayer down pat. Man, I tell you the truth, just kind of set me back so right. I said, you have. All right, then. Lord, I'm trying to get it down. I ain't talking about pat, but I'm trying to get it down. Man, I get a call. Latter part of last year. These are prominent folks. Trouble. Things about to just blow smack up. I said, brother, can I come talk to you? I thought y'all got a pastor. I said, no, you counsel. Lord, you help me to counsel. I ain't going to tell you to go to your pastor. Evidently, the Lord didn't send you to your pastor. Because I ain't going to tell you no lie. I'm going to tell you some facts. They got in there and go talk about stuff from way back. And man, God started showing me some stuff about his wife. The man that made a mistake years back. Woman couldn't forgive him. And I asked her, I said, sister, have you forgiven him? Yeah, I forgave him. I said, no, you ain't. You're lying. You ain't forgave that man. He telling me all he's doing, just reaching out, trying to make it. Can't take no more. Can't stand no more of this. Can't stand it no longer. That's why I say you better get things right. You better get it right. If it don't get you now, it'll get you down the road. It'll hinder you down the road. You better learn to forgive. I don't care. You better learn to forgive. Did you hear what I said? Church, we got to learn to forgive. Mistakes happen, but you got to learn to forgive. Man, they got to telling me, and I listened to both sides. I was fed up with all I could stand. I don't need to hear no more. I said, let me ask you a question. Have you got another woman? No. I said, you got another man? No, I ain't got no man. I said, except for fornication. That's what Jesus said.
Amen.
I said, you ain't got a leg to stand on.
Amen.
I said, you honestly think y'all got where you all are by your looks, by your personality? I said, that was God that did it. I said, you separate and you watch and see if the hand of God ain't going to be against you. It's time for folks to wake up. All this divorce going on in the church.
Amen.
God, if it was of the world, it's a different thing. But God said, whom God has joined together, let no man put aside.
Amen. That's right.
Marry on a whim and then can't stand nothing. Amen. And she wasn't as good as I thought she was. And never will be either. Because it ain't nothing but lust that you'll tell of.
Amen.
That's what was driving you to it. But when you know it's the love that God puts one towards another, God puts a love in folks to where that union can't be broke. Even when the devil tried it, God said it's going to stand. It's going to stand.
Amen.
Preachers setting an example, though they married 3 and 4 and 5 times.
No doubt. Come on now.
What do you say?
Preacher.
Sound like rotten fruit to me, brother. Sound like rotten fruit.
Preacher.
Man trading women like they trade cars.
Preacher.
And then you will come preach for me? No, you ain't. You ain't backing in, you ain't come walking in.
Come on.
Into my church. I ain't tolerating this type of stuff.
Come on.
I don't care who recommends you.
Thank you.
I don't care who supports you.
Thank
If
you.
you can't come into the pulpit and you live something and live what you preach, stay out of it. Stay out of it.
Yeah.
This is judgment work that we're doing. Be a reprobate, be a castaway. Man, it ain't no play thing. Silly women. Let me get off of this. He said, ever learning and never able.